Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Tuesday, February 21st, 2023. Today we are pulling from the Egyptian Tarot cards. So we're starting off with the with Justice. They were showing the Seven of Swords with this. So I feel like, again, karmic debt coming in here. I feel like I don't know how somehow some way, like, I don't know if our loved ones, like, because they know the truth and they play a role in it. I don't know. I don't want to see any harm come to anyone, especially, you know what I mean? Even though they did us wrong, it's just like at the same time, it's like as quickly as that karmic debt went on you, it could go on to, or them could go on to you. I feel like someone played their hand too strongly. You know, that I feel like that's what they're talking about, reestablishing boundaries with people, because it's just like this person feels like they can manipulate you. They can sit there and play on your insecurity. Well, oh, I do this. This is going to happen. It's like, yeah, bye. Like, go. You know what I mean? Like, you're not the same person you were before. You know what I mean? This big transition has happened with a lot of people. You know, people, places, things are coming into your life that will change your life for the even better. We go over to the Queen of Cups, and I feel like that, like, you know what I mean? Like, you are that type of person, and I feel like because we have the page here talking about like financial endeavor, so a lot of us are doing our taxes at this time. It's like, you know, people are gonna start sniffing around. Everybody's gonna be your best friend. Oh, hi, how's it going? Hi. And it's like, no, no. It's like people like to lay down the groundwork. They start working in on you beforehand. They're your best friend during. Oh, how much did you get? This is how much I got. They won't tell you the truth. And then all of a sudden tragedy hits. It's like, oh, dang, I only need this much more and I can get this done. And it's like, you know, they're doing that because they want, like, oh, you're a good person. You'll help me out if I tell you I'm going through something. They don't even use the money for that. Like, is that story even true? It's like, you know. So we have the World. They were showing that a book closing. They were showing the final chapter, like it's done. This I feel like since retrograde, we've been purging, you know, going through, you know, this person, place, or thing, this shadow work that needed to be taken care of, you know, and it's just like, you know, realizing that, you know, sometimes in journeys they are never fully complete. You know what I mean? But it doesn't sit there and affect you the same way that it used to. It doesn't have such a power hold on you. You know what I mean? They were showing that we're on the final chapter of the book. They're showing, like, you know, chapter whatever this is, you know, they have a little paragraph, flip it over, full page. You know, the next page, not even 25% of the page is covered in words. You're done. You know what I mean? And I feel like you could feel that. You will feel this shift. Like, think about this week. This is the last full week of February. Next week, 2 days, done. You know, it's a leap year, so it's finished on the 28th. I don't know if that's always been. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking on my butt here, but it's just like, you know, 28th, done. World card is talking about abundance coming in here. I love the fact that the harp, you know what I mean? I feel like with the world card, you know, if you go to the traditional meaning, talking about engagements and marriages, so like a verbal commitment turns into a contractual agreement. You know what I mean? But I feel like this is also a transition in a life of, like, I know it's not, the world is a sphere. You know, we think about the planet Earth, it rotates, you know what I mean? So it could be like, again, rotating into something new, you know, transitioning to something new. You know, we're transitioning from winter to spring here, you know? That's how it feels like here, winter to summer. Like, you wake up one day, it's like 42 degrees. We go to the Queen of Wands, following our intuition. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's just like, you know, they told me something about someone. I'm like, really? And I'm like, it was hard for me to believe it, but it was true. I just didn't, you know, hadn't seen it. You know what I mean? And not doubting spirit at all. I was just like in disbelief. I'm like, seriously? You know? Because someone once said, oh, is that your ego? Is that your, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and it's always messed with me. But I don't hold back anymore. I tell them everything. I'm like, this. If it doesn't resonate, fine. You know, some things didn't resonate with some people, and it's like, you know, months later or whatever, years later, it resonates. Like, damn, that happened. Someone literally reached out to me. They're like, everything you said happened. They're like, some things still haven't come to fruition. They're like, but other, like, a lot of it. And I'm like, yeah, that's what they showed me. I tell you everything. Even if it doesn't make sense to me, because sometimes, you know, it's like by the grace of God, Yeshua, Yahweh, you know, word to mouth. And it's like, I went to her, you know, you should go to her. You know what I mean? So I don't even know them, like, firsthand. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, I don't know if it makes sense or not because I don't know them like that, you know? So It's like you just got to follow what, your guides are teaching you. We go to the Four of Wands. What I love about the Four of Wands is all sides are equal. I also love the fact after a rough patch, peace and harmony are restored. Again, engagements and marriages. Travel is a big thing. So spring break is coming up. So spring, heading into, fun things. You know what I mean? You don't have to leave the country. You don't have to leave your backyard. It's like find fun things to do that are around you. You know what I mean? And bring that fun into life. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be serious all the time, as much as they love to do that to us. It's like bring that fun and flavor back into your life, to you, the family, do something together. That's what it's all about. It's like it's not even about, where you go. It's about because you're together. That's the biggest thing. We go to the Page of Pentacles. So again, I feel like this is because people are doing tax returns. Maybe you have something even better coming here, with no harm to none. And so it is. It's just like, get prepared for that, and be smart. They're saying, sit there and put some money away for, a rainy day. Sit there and put money on debt. And then if you want to buy yourself a treat, just don't go crazy. I feel like you're going to buy treats for others, but it's just like, don't go crazy. Because you're going to sit there, sometimes when you overplay your hand and you're like, damn, I wish I would have waited. I wouldn't have spent as much as I did. So it's just like, just keep that in mind. Buy them a treat, but you don't have to go crazy. So balance. Reestablishes order. That is balance between law and duty, between good and evil. Law, balance, fairness, inevitability, the consequences of actions. You know what I mean? For me, justice, again, with it going to the courthouse, getting married, that's one thing. But I feel, yes, Sonny. I feel like this is also justice in the karmic sense. You know what I mean? Someone played their hand too much. They caused a lot of hurt and pain in people, and that was unnecessary. And now they're seeing the other side of things. And it's just like, what do you want me to do about that? You played your own hand. You overplayed yourself, It's like, not my problem. Queen of Cups, the Lady of Life. Foresight, sensitivity, wisdom, hospitality. Well, I was reading, who was it for? I don't know if this is Instagram or TikTok, but they were saying someone needs to drink more water. Your mouth is dry all the time. You're drinking too much pop. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like that, bad habit to get into. Quenching your thirst with pop. The World. Reward, all things come together, and modesty. Secrets are revealed. All chalices are filled, and all wounds are healed. So going back to yesterday's card, as you saw the Three of Swords, there's no swords in that heart. You saw the heart was cauterized. You saw the wound is healed. That is a part of you. Always will be a part of you. And that's what they were telling me. And it's like, they're showing Kate from, This Is Us. They were showing Lagatha from Vikings. And it's like, even though she was so in love with Ragnar and he did her dirty, she's just like, in my dreams we're always together. Because she knew he was an ambitious man, and she knew he would sacrifice everything to have his ambitions. He was going on a raid, and it's just like, you could have that simple life. If you didn't sit there and be so ambitious, your daughter would still be here. You would still be on a farm, a simple farm man, But it's just like he knew to be king, well, he only wanted to be Earl, but like to be king, to explore the world, he would have to hurt people that he loved. I can't be with you. Lagatha couldn't have any more kids, so he, this bewitching woman came upon him, he wanted more sons, and he knew he couldn't get that with Lagatha. They could say that she put a spell, she's an enchantress, whatever, XYZ, but she gave him what he wanted, He didn't care what the cost was. So reward. All things come together in modesty. Okay, we already said this. Totally success, perfection, estates. Ooh, with no harm to none. And entering sacrificing. Self-sufficiency. Freedom. Maybe you are in a situation where you need to rely on someone and they're like, then now that's gone. You don't, what I mean? It's not saying that you were using them while you had them. It's just like, you don't need, like me, I'm an independent person. The one thing when we moved to North York from up north was I got so much independence back. You know what I mean? Because I've always been that independent person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to sit there and ask you 100 times to do something. I'd rather just get up early, get it done. I don't have to ask you nothing, and I just save myself a whole headache. You know what I mean? It's done. I don't have to think about it anymore. It's, you know what I mean? I'm in control of the situation. And that's the biggest thing, being in control. What? What? This dog, I swear. Okay, you need to go away. Intense friendship, faithfulness, cordiality. Cordial. We're cordial. Mm. I don't like that cordial word. Doesn't sit right. So with the Four of Wands, glory, illumination, intuition. So we're getting that back to back with intuition, following our. You know what I mean? It's sometimes it's hard because it's just like we're told to do something, and it's just like, okay, I've always went against my intuition, but it's like, what about if you started listening to it? What would happen then? Page of Pentacles, the scribe of commerce, transition, proposals, brilliant idea. I feel like I don't feel like proposal like what do you call that? Like a wedding proposal. I feel like a proposal of like, do this. Like someone is, maybe you're being headhunted or something like that. But it's just like, if you do this, then this, you know what I mean? And it's just like, what are you going to do with it? You know? So just be smart as you move forward with this. Remember, you're in control. Remember all the fire, signs here. This last row is all fire. Bravery, courage, strength, resilience. Release all fear, worry, and doubt. And I feel like it's going to come into where you have to really trust your intuition here. Because I feel like you're going to be offered something. And it's like you don't want to do it. But I feel like Spirit is like, let's do it. You know what I mean? It's like we have to sit there and sometimes step out of our comfort zone. But read things thoroughly. Even if you have to go see a lawyer. Get someone to look it over. Get a couple of eyes to look over. Because sometimes we read things and we see it a certain way. But if you get someone else to read it, it's like, or give it a couple of days. Don't be pressured. Read it once, leave it alone, give it a couple of days, and go back and reread it. Sometimes even myself, I'll read text messages the wrong way, or I'll read emails the wrong way. I think they mean this, and when they actually didn't. So it's just like, give it a couple of days if you're not sure about, you know what I mean? Especially if it's emotional. It's like, give it a couple of days and then go back and read it again. You know what I mean? So just be cautious with that proposal. I definitely feel like you need multiple eyes on it. I feel like this is a financial endeavor, like a business kind of financial contract. That's what, we were talking about that yesterday, so be careful about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Tuesday, February 21st, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.